Day 2, prime your mind. It might feel weird at first, saying things like, I am responsible, I choose gratitude, I have all I need to succeed today. But the more you say them, the more you start to believe them. And when you believe them, you act differently. You see opportunities, you choose better, you move forward. This is how we rewire our minds one morning at a time. Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of 7 of the 7-day Reset Your Morning Challenge, Reset Your Life Challenge. Today's also day 52 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club, so thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to talk about affirmations, and they've been something that I've thought were a little bit crazy over the past. But what I'm finding, what I'm learning is that what we say to ourselves, what we do regularly becomes who we are. So if we can intentionally choose the things that we say to ourselves, we can sometimes replace the things that we don't want to be saying to ourselves. So stick with us. We're going to talk about that in the warm-up, but we're going to dig into the benefits of doing so afterwards in moments of clarity. So if you're new here, I'm Adam. I've been coaching health and fitness for 24 years. Over the last 4 years, my mental health has taken a serious decline. In order to fix my life for my wife and my kids, I'm doing this morning routine to become the best version of myself. So if you're interested in joining us, let's do it together every morning. The format here is going to be, we're going to sit down and we're going to do affirmations. Today's topic is affirmations, reprogramming, priming the mind. So we'll sit down in our squat, we'll do that. Then we're going to get up and warm up the body, get ready for our functional movement today, jack up the heart rate, change our chemistry, focus our minds with moments of clarity afterwards, and then call to action, get to our most important work. So warm up is going up on the screen here. Follow me in the warm up. Let's get ready to move our bodies. And then we'll talk about how negative thoughts that you don't control can ruin your life. So warm up's going up. I'll talk it through real quick. I'm going to do some knee raises for the hip flexors. I'm going to do some good mornings, warm up posterior chain. I'm going to do some lunges, reverse or forward. And I think today we're going to do some lunges, maybe some push-ups. Then I'm going to get some burpees. And then some air squats. So follow along with the warm-up. Let's talk. I'm dry. A little Fox mug today. It says, stay clever on the inside. Cute, right? All right. So my history involves a lot of negative self-talk. And that has not been a super helpful thing for my mental health. To be honest, maybe I should have done a little bit of research here, but why is it that we start negative talk loops? I'm assuming it's probably learned in our youth, but I'm not going to comment on that because I'm not sure. All I know is that I am the type that in the past, and anytime I say this, I do not mean in any way that I've conquered this and that I've fixed this problem. It's something that I'm recognizing and that I'm working on. So, for example, in the past, what would happen is if I would do something, and let's just keep going. I would do something that, say, I wasn't proud of, and, I'd be reminded by my wife or whatever, something that I had done. And my default has always been to sink inwards, ruminate, and here's the worst, beat myself up, right? So what I would do is I would say, you're shit, you're the worst. The things that I would say to myself, you wouldn't want to say to your worst enemies. And what I didn't understand, or maybe I did and I didn't care, was that the things we say to ourselves repeatedly, we believe, and they become who we are. When we're young, I think they say between 2 and 7 years old, your subconscious is open and it just absorbs everything around us because we're not so full of useless information and facts that we actually absorb that stuff. We don't just push it out. So what I think about now is, yes, how am I talking to myself? Because the more times I say certain things to myself, the more I believe them, right? My subconscious doesn't know the difference between a thought and reality. So the more times I say something, even though I think it might be harmless, even though the way that I was talking to myself was definitely not harmless, the more it affects you, the more it's real. So, outside of myself, for example, if I always say I'm tired, I don't have time to do the things I want to do to get to my goals, you will be absolutely right. You will believe it. Even if you think it's true, there is value in telling yourself otherwise, right? In saying, there is time. I can make time. I can get all the things done that I want to do today. I believe that the world has the resources or whatever it is. The shift from the negativity is real. I don't want to get too much into the benefits yet because we're going to get into that afterwards. But I've lived many years of negative, of all of the things that are being said to me by myself in my head, not being positive. Even if the situation wasn't negative, I hadn't done something that deserved punishment, call it, the thoughts would still be negative. And what I noticed is that the more that happens, the more you just default to those negative thoughts. Something would happen and I wouldn't even consciously make a decision to think anything, and that loop would start. So it's really training ourselves. It's creating this subconscious thought pattern, because the thoughts are going to happen, right? We are thoughts. We aren't our thoughts, but we are thoughts. If you've ever tried meditation with the goal of just sitting and being aware of your thoughts, you know how many there are, and they happen. It's inevitable. But if I can start choosing my thoughts by repeating certain things, choose my life. So we're going to dig into that more afterwards in moments of clarity. It's time to get moving here. So good morning, those of you who potentially skipped ahead. Maybe I should stop saying that because I don't know if people do that. Welcome. Day 2 of 7 of our, call it Reset Your Morning Challenge, Reset Your Life. What we're going to do this morning is 2 minute, alternating for 10 minutes. I'm going to play with the barbell, I think, a little bit. You don't have to. You got to choose options that are accessible for you, that are realistic, that are maintainable, that are going to allow you to do this every day. So challenging, but doable. I'm going to go, I think, lunges and bent over rows. So I'll show you what that's going to look like. I'm going to use the barbell. So I'm going to hinge over. Hopefully this isn't too heavy. And I'm going to pull it into the chest. Simple as that. Try to maintain a nice neutral spine. Pull it in. You can do this with a dumbbell as well. A single arm. Support yourself. Pull it into the chest. Super simple. And then the other movement, I'm going to put the barbell on my back. Maybe crash into all the things here. My plan was to lunge. Alternating lunge. Aiming to touch that back knee to the floor. Have a nice vertical shin. I'm not out on the toes. And then pressing back up through that heel. If, obviously, the barbell is not accessible, good option is just hold on to something for support. Set yourself up. lower stand, and switch. If you need more support, you can lower the range of motion, decrease the range of motion. Excuse me, whatever works for you. So let's keep warming up here, those movements. Oh, my knee. Oh, the other move. No, bent over row. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. Change my mind. I was thinking sit-ups, but forget it. All right, so get your weight set up. Get your water set up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Go pee if you need to. We're doing this every day. You have no reason why not to get on it. Improve your life. Make a decision to become a happier, better version of yourself. Oh my God, I didn't even do affirmations, did I? Holy shit. Let's just do that real quick. I'm going to sit down here. This whole session was about affirmations and I missed it. So I am going to be changing them a little bit over time, but we're going to do this now real quick. Holy moly. I need to say the words that I want to become. I am responsible. Today I choose to be happy. Something wonderful is about to happen. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I choose gratitude. I'm probably going to throw one in there, maybe take out one. One that involves, I will make decisions from a place of support rather than selfishness. That's definitely going in there because that is for me. So I'll go through that one more time. I am responsible. Today I choose to be happy. I will make decisions from support instead of selfishness. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I choose gratitude. All right, well, doesn't always go as planned. That was supposed to be done first thing. Today's theme is all about that, but we're making it happen. So let me try out this weight, and then we'll get going here. Holy moly! Okay, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of those because that's really heavy. And then not light either. Okay, that's feels better than the row, but better. So likely, holy crap, it's pretty tight. Likely I'll be doing more lunges than rows. Maybe 5 rows, maybe 8 lunges, maybe less, maybe 4 rows and 6. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I'm getting slow here. So you just need to do some work. Max 30 seconds out of the minute. Heart rate's going to be up a little bit. I'm ready. We're still on. Okay. Subscribe. We're going 10 minutes, alternating minutes, bent over rows, alternating lunges. 3, 2, 1. Get it. Yeah. Okay. We're started. Can't believe I forgot those affirmations. I'm sure if you watched yesterday's video, you know that things happen. This is not pre-recorded. Yes, it gets edited a little bit afterwards, but there's no going back and fixing it. You're with me. We're doing it. If we were live, you could have reminded me. We'll get there. All right. Funny. Whole theme of today. I lost count there. Four. Oh, I might throw out a clip. Today I was at the gym yesterday, and all I'm thinking right now is, when we're at the gym, you finish a lift or finish your squats, put on the rack, dump the barbell. This is very different. Yeah, 5's enough on those. That's hard. Also pretty tough on the back. It's getting warm. What is it, June 21st, 2025? 21st, summer solstice. Longest day of the year. Look at that, what, at 5:03? It's getting light out there. Happy summer solstice. Could be completely wrong on that. Thought it was, though. Feel that in the legs. It's like a beautiful day out there. Oh, crap. Yeah. 6. Wow. That might jack up the heart rate more than the lunges. That's halfway. Great work so far. Although remember, no such thing as one good workout. All that matters is consistency, building the reps, doing them over and over again, becoming the person that just does it. It doesn't have to think about it. You are an exerciser. You are a healthy, fit person. Whew. It's throwing me around a little bit. 3 sets down, 2 to go. Simple. 10 minutes. Reset your chemistry. Wow. It's amazing how that jacks me up. I guess you're probably holding my breath. One more of each. One more set. Last set of lunges. Fantastic work, team. You guys are awesome. Hopefully you're out of breath, as I am, and you're not sitting there watching me like, hey, let's go. Give me a sec. What I'm learning through research, but mostly through my own practice, is that the words that we say to ourselves have so much meaning. And the reason for that is our subconscious doesn't know the difference. Our subconscious is a sponge. What is it? I'm going to get these wrong, but I'm going to paraphrase, we have something like 500,000 thoughts a day. It could be a million, could be 10,000. I don't know. We're able to focus on a small percentage of them. Right? We give our attention to certain thoughts. If we can choose our thoughts by programming ourselves, you can imagine that your life is going to be better. Because the thoughts that you have, for the most part, are going to determine who you are, how you act, what you do. So if you can program those thoughts, then you're set. So what we do here, and what I'm learning, is that the more times I repeat a certain thing to myself, the more that becomes the default mode network. In the past, I would have said, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit, in all sorts of different contexts, unintentionally, right? I would do something that I wouldn't be proud of, or someone would tell me something, and I would fall into my hole, and I would beat myself up. So now in those moments, because it's becoming slightly more automatic response, because I'm repeating these things to myself so often, that my default response is starting to become, hey, can I work on this? It's not your shit right away. It goes to, okay, you know what? I'm responsible for my life. And that one comes into my head all the time. That one, and I will focus on progress, not perfection. Give me freedom, give me space. It gives me, permission to not be perfect, but also to intentionally decide to get better, right? I don't need to, in that moment, say I'm either perfect or I'm not. And because I'm not, I'm shit. I can say to myself, I'm working on this. I am making progress. And now when I'm reminded of something that I'm, of an old pattern that I'm doing, instead of getting defensive, which is my default, and saying, well, screw you, I'm doing this, I'm coming to this place where I ask myself, is this what's best for my team? Those of you that know me know that I'm going to say struggled with choosing my responses from a place of selfishness, from a place of defensiveness, from a place of I'm right, so I'm going to die on this hill because I don't want to be wrong. And these affirmations, these reprogramming of my thoughts are changing that. And I laugh because in the past I would have said, this is so stupid. I would have been someone that said, hey, like, just do it. Just be better, just whatever. While at the same time, I was getting worse. So what I'm learning here, I'm opening myself up to the fact that there are some practices that might seem a little woo-woo out there, that if you really dig down to what they are and why they work, you start understanding how we function as human beings, and that once we understand that, we can make change. So I'm learning this every day. It's becoming more and more real that the things I say to myself are becoming who I am. They're making me who I am. So I have the choice to decide what I'm going to say to myself, right? I wake up, that alarm goes off, and the first thing I say is I'm responsible. Before anything else, before I even shut the alarm off, I'm responsible. And I'm not consciously deciding to do that now. I'm repeating it over and over and over again to the point where it just happens. And it's amazing because I'm waking up saying I'm responsible as opposed to I am tired or I don't want to do this. I say I am responsible, and then that switch flips and it's like, good, let's go. Let's go make this thing happen. Let's make progress today. So if I can do it, if I can start changing my thoughts, and once again, it's not perfect. I'm still having conflicts in my life that I would love to not say those things and not make those choices still, but it's getting better. And I need to take that seriously, because if I'm not getting better, it's not just about me, right? How am I here to support them? Okay, we're not getting too into that this morning. So change your thoughts, change your life. Do it with us here every morning in the 5 a.m. Squat Club. It makes it that much easier because we're going to do it together. I'm going to be here doing it anyways. You might as well just press play and join us. If you haven't subscribed, just maybe do it. Join us. I love you guys. See you tomorrow morning. We'll be talking about priming the body. See you.